Have you ever found yourself struggling to understand every word in an English conversation? Don't worry, you're not alone. Many students face this challenge, but fear not, because today we're going to uncover the secrets to making English comprehension much easier. Imagine you're in a conversation and someone asks if you're going to the meeting tomorrow. Instead of getting stuck on every word, you'll learn to focus on the whole sentence. It's like putting together a puzzle. Once you see the complete picture, everything makes sense. So get ready to break through those language barriers and start understanding English like a pro. Let's jump in and explore our first technique. Focus on the entire sentence. Understanding English can be tricky, especially when native speakers talk quickly. A great technique to help you is to focus on the entire sentence. This method helps you grasp the overall meaning without getting caught up in each word. Let's dive into how this works. Why focus on the entire sentence? When you listen to someone speak, it's easy to get confused by individual words. However, focusing on the whole sentence helps you understand the main idea. It's like watching a movie. Each scene makes sense when you see the entire story. Breaking down sentences. Imagine your friend asks if you're going to the meeting tomorrow. This might seem overwhelming at first, but let's break it down. 1. Are you going? This part asks about your plans. Do you plan to do something? 2. To the meeting? This part tells us where. It's about the meeting. 3. Tomorrow? This part tells us when. Tomorrow. When you put it all together, your friend is asking if you'll attend a meeting the next day. By looking at the whole sentence, you better understand the question. A common mistake many people make when learning English is translating word for word. When you listen to a native English speaker, it can be tempting to try translating each word individually. However, this approach often leads to confusion and misunderstandings. Why is translating word for word a mistake? Here are a few reasons. Words change sound in sentences. When words are pronounced together in a sentence, they often change their sound, making them hard to recognize if you're only listening for individual words. For example, in the sentence, "I'm going to the store," the words "going to the store" sound different when spoken quickly. The sounds blend, and it may not be easy to distinguish each word. Context matters. Words can have different meanings depending on the context. When you translate word for word, you might miss the overall meaning of the sentence. For instance, the word "run" can mean move quickly on foot, but in the sentence "she runs a company," it means manage or operate. Understanding the entire sentence helps you grasp the correct meaning. English is full of idioms and phrases. English has many idioms and phrases that don't make sense if you translate them word for word. For example, the phrase "it's raining cats and dogs" means it's raining heavily. If you translate each word separately, you might get a funny image but miss the actual meaning. By focusing on complete sentences, you can understand these idioms in their proper context. Better comprehension and fluency. Focusing on complete sentences improves your overall comprehension and fluency. When you listen for the main idea instead of individual words, you get a clearer picture of what's being said. This makes conversations easier to follow and respond to, and it also helps you think in English instead of constantly translating in your head. The importance of context. Understanding the complete sentence also means understanding the context. Context is the situation or setting in which a sentence is used. It helps you understand why something is said. For example, "It's raining cats and dogs" might seem strange if you focus only on the words, but knowing the context as an idiom meaning "it's raining heavily" makes sense. Always consider the situation to better understand sentences. Focusing on the entire sentence is a powerful technique for improving your English comprehension. By looking at the complete thought, you'll find it easier to grasp the meaning and engage in conversations effectively. You can catch the main idea more easily. Practice regularly, use different methods, and you'll soon see a significant improvement in your English skills. Now, let's explore our second technique for improving your understanding of native English speakers: breaking down sentences. Breaking down means dividing a sentence into smaller, more manageable parts. Imagine you have a big puzzle. It's hard to solve all at once, but if you break it into smaller sections, it's much easier. The same idea works with sentences. Before we continue with this lesson, if you think this content is helping you, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel. Now let's continue. Why is breaking down important? When you hear a long sentence, it can seem confusing, but if you break it down, you can understand each part step by step, making it easier to follow what someone is saying. Imagine someone says, "I'm going to the store to buy milk." This sentence might seem long and overwhelming at first, but if we break it into parts, it becomes much clearer. How to break down sentences. Let's start with a simple sentence. I'm going to the store to buy milk. This sentence has a lot of information, but if we break it down, it's much simpler. 1. I'm going. This part tells us about the action. Someone is going somewhere. 2. To the store. This part tells us the destination where they're going to the store. 3. To buy. This part tells us the purpose, why they're going to buy something. 4. Some milk. This part tells us what they're buying milk. Now let's put the pieces together. We know someone is going somewhere to the store for a reason to buy something, and that something is milk. The sentence becomes much easier to understand when you focus on these smaller parts. You can understand the sentence step by step. It's like solving a puzzle. Each piece fits together to reveal the complete picture. Benefits of breaking down sentences. Breaking down sentences has many benefits. Better comprehension helps you understand the meaning of sentences more clearly. Improved listening skills. You can follow conversations better when you divide sentences into parts. Greater confidence. Understanding sentences step by step gives you more confidence when using English. By breaking down sentences, you can focus on understanding smaller parts of the sentence, making the overall meaning clearer. Breaking down sentences is a powerful technique for improving your English comprehension. By dividing sentences into smaller parts, you can grasp their meaning more easily. Practice breaking down sentences regularly, and you'll find that understanding English becomes much simpler. Great job, everyone! Today we've covered 2 fantastic techniques that will take your English comprehension to the next level. I encourage you to apply these techniques in your daily conversations and continue exploring new ways to improve your English skills. Don't forget to like this video. It helps more people find this content. You can also leave a comment below. I love hearing your thoughts and questions. If you know someone who could benefit from this, please share this video with them.